Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. This is Lighthouse, where we light the way. My name is Light, and I'd like to thank my A-team and the Divine for allowing me to be a crystal clear channel. This is a Scorpio reading for March. Scorpio reading for March. I'm going to be clanging the bell. Get rid of some of this, clearing this energy out of here. Alright, guys. The first cards that come out, well, I can't really say. Well, sometimes the order of the cards matter, of course, and where they are. The placement of the cards, of course, matter. But anytime, sometimes when things come out first, they said size order, and then they said pecking order. Sometimes when things come out first, that's not it's not the, even though the card comes out first, that's not the card I'm drawn to pull first or read from first. So that's specific to something. Yeah, they said many are called, but the chosen are few. They said honey roasted peanuts are significant. They said loose. Loose. They said loose leaf paper, loose. Yeah, they said the word loose, and then they said the name loose. L-U-Z. There's a name. Anyway, they said justice will be served. Justice will be served. That is the first. I know that's right. August is significant. Lovers is significant. So June, family business. Justice will be served. You know what they show me? They said a severance. They said severance pay. Then they said resolution, dissolution of benefits, dissolution of business, dissolution of marriage. So justice will be served. And that's what they show me. Family business. They said it's a wrap. You know, for anything, for in all ways, this means, you know, for everything this means to you. If somebody passed away, so the family business is being sold or dissolved, or, you know, they're selling. It's over for this family business. And they said return to sender. And you know what they're showing me too? The family business. Some people, it's over for the family business. And then they say for some people, the family business is funeral home, funeral parlor. They said Uncle Ezra and the Fucked Up Tales from the Crypt episode. Basketball significant. Yeah, somebody's family business is. They said from the cradle to the grave. But yeah, somebody's putting an end to the family business, or their family business is in, they show me that corpse card in the yoga deck. So that's significant. Yoga is significant. And for some people, you learn the family business and you're good at it, but you're branching out onto your own. You don't love it. You know it. You know the business. They said 8 is significant. Leo is significant. Maybe you've done it for 8 years or since you were 8. You know, they're saying my girl. Remember, what was her name? Veda? Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah, My Girl, the movie's funeral parlor, and her mom had died, but he hired Jamie Lee Curtis to do makeup for a funeral parlor. So that's clarifying that. And maybe you're 19 years old. You had the discipline. They show me this. That you had the discipline to stay and master your craft, but you don't love the craft. It said craft legacy. And balloons are significant. Florists. They said florist balloons. Oh my goodness. They show me heart balloons, and yeah, like a florist or bakery department. That's what they show me. But yeah, it come upside down. You don't love it. It's not your heart. Or maybe it's not your heart anymore, even though it is the family business. and justice will be served. Maybe you are supposed to be, they show me judge, adjudication. Maybe you're 30 now. Maybe that's, maybe that's your, hey. They said 19 and 8 is significant. 1998 is significant. Account is significant. Yeah, show the world. Don't let the, some people, yeah, what am I saying? It's time for you to start fresh. And some people don't want you to take action. You know what they're showing me? Because it was right underneath the coffin. Don't let your past hold you back. They said stethoscope is significant, south node. Yeah, some people going on, they said homeward bound. They said onward and upward. Like I said, real estate accounting is significant. Don't let your past hold you back. Pathway comes upside down. These people don't want you to leave. I think it came up in the finances reading. Somebody had to leave home to get their coins. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to take action. Or I'm getting, for some people, they recognize, they're showing me recognize an adversity. They recognize that you have to go. And then they're showing me recognition next to adversity. They recognize that it might be a challenge. They said challenge. And then they said, I challenge you to a duel. Yeah, it's time for you recognize that even with adversity, right? It's time to, they said that it's time to, you recognize that your past was holding you back. They said stranger danger. You recognize that your past was holding you back, and now you're cutting. They said cutting the cords of doubt. Now you're cutting, they said some people cutting class, cutting edges, cutting whatever. They said a cutting room floor. You recognize that your past was holding you back, and you're killing the adversity. It doesn't matter. Courage. They said you contemplated, you thought about it. No, that's right. They said hashtag I decided. Yeah, you contemplated. In the past, don't let your past, they said crystals are significant. Get your crystals out. Rose quartz, open up your heart. They said listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. And maybe the stethoscope, maybe somebody is a cardiologist. Somebody is a cardiologist or not. They said plastic surgery. They said heart. Plastic surgery. And for others, some people are opening up their heart to love. And some people, like I said, they said chest cavity, cracking, somebody is an actual, they said ER. Oh my God. And then they said that's for some people. This is a family business, cardiology, and this is somebody just lost a patient. Somebody just lost a patient. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Of course, there's always different meanings on the board. Oh my God. They said that's a message of concern. Of course it is. Of course it's a message of concern. Let's see what else they have. Accounting, speak your truth. It's time for you to have discipline and start. Yeah, they said the 5th of a month, 35 plus 5 is significant. Pathway. It's time for you to grow up. They said Peter Pan. Yeah, you weren't taking action. You recognize that Jasper, they said Jasper, Georgia, significant. They said you recognize that you were not taking action, and it was a message of concern. You recognize that you were not setting strong boundaries. They said got to have Kaya now. Maybe you were smoking. This looks like trees. Start fresh. And this for some people, this is trees. Start fresh. They said a fresh batch. You recognize that you have to start fresh. You recognize you have to set boundaries. Danger, and especially money matters. Here's what I'm getting. Family business, justice will be served. Beer. This is Charmaine is significant. Charmaine, Charlotte, Charmaine, Charlene is significant. You recognize that you have to, maybe you were 35 plus 5, 40. At the 40/40 clubby SBN on the screen. You recognize that you are a people person and you are here to serve the public. Happiness is a choice. Maybe you were in real estate. You know, they said switching, maybe you were in accounting, or your spouse, because they're showing me next to marriage. Speak your truth. Show the world the real you. Aquarius is significant. They said the water bearer. Yeah, the emotions. You had to recognize that you had to do, there you go, the water. You recognize a whole bunch of things. You recognize that you have to show the world the real you. You recognize you were not setting strong boundaries. You recognize that you have to start fresh. You were not taking action. You did not, like I said, you weren't setting strong boundaries. You were not going with the flow. Pathway comes upside down. You weren't doing any of those things. You recognize all of that. And that was a message of concern. It was a period of frustration. Lessons to be learned. But you learned them. I said, pay attention to your finances. August is significant. Celebration, fun, enjoyment. And then they show me next to lovers. You know what they show me? People. They said water sports is significant. And keeping your shit. Not necessarily people stealing. People stealing while you go swimming. While you go with the flow. People stealing while you're going swimming. They said, I forgot there's a term for that. I just watched some videos on YouTube about that. Like, you know, like sand, some shit. Somebody said something about some sand, some shit. They said sand or kinetic sand or, I don't know. That's what they're saying. Something about that. It's a message of concern. Anyway, it was a period of frustration, lesson to be learned. You had to recognize that can't keep doing the same thing over and over again if you want a different result. You had to realize you have to account for where you're spending your money. That's what you realize. And maybe this was real estate. You lost your money. They said the family business went upside down. They showed me the house. Somebody lost something. Danger, and especially money matters. They said, yeah, somebody lost something. Lost the house or lost the marriage. Speak your truth. Yeah, we are speaking up about it. They said soda pop. Yeah, the sand, the beach is significant. Happiness is a choice. That's right. You know what I'm getting for beach? They said family reunion, and then they said somebody's getting married on the beach. And it's a period, they show me, look, a period of frustration, lessons to be learned. Yeah. Some people are upset, of course. It's a message of concern that you're going places. It's a message of concern that you are going places. You have to. You have to show the world the real you. This is our job. This is our job. Aquarius is significant. Yeah, we're in the sign of the age of Aquarius. It said the age of sage. Show the world the real you. That's what time it is. It's time to be. They said it's time to recognize who the fuck you are. And 5 also they said it's the God in me. Yeah. You had the discipline to trust your intuition, go with the flow, to accept, to recognize that you even though it's a family business, that it needs, they said, recognize when you need to cut your losses. Recognize that you weren't taking action before. You were not setting strong boundaries. You are not speaking your truth. You are not showing the world the real you. The justice will be served, because it's a wrap to you letting your past hold you back. It's a wrap for you investing your time and energy into things that you no longer love. Things that are either dead or cause too much adversity. I know that's right. know that's right. It's time to speak your truth. And that's right. They show me headphones. They said some people are doing podcasts. They said some people are changing the family business from real estate, accounting, like I said, the funeral parlor, and they're recognizing. Some people are contemplating it, and some people recognize it and already had to make that change. They said, make that change, man, in the mirror. I know that's right. Misunderstanding. Well, guess what? Right here, she. They said, look. They said, look at you. Then they said, look at she. It's somebody West Indian. They said, people, you are a people person and you are it. They said, look, people. Look, people. She it. They said this shit is so lit. Happiness is a choice, and we chose that. That's right. They said the energy around this is 8 and 9 of Cups. 8 of Cups comes forward when a dream once achieved isn't quite The 8 of Cups comes forward when a dream once achieved isn't quite as fulfilling as expected. You worked so hard for this, and now that it's in your grasp, you're still not satisfied. Take some time to think about it, what you really want. Like I said, period of frustration, misunderstanding. Take some time to contemplate and figure out what it is that you really want. And if that means that you need to dissolve the family business because happiness is a choice, this is a decision that needs to be made. And you decided to choose happiness. You decided to choose you. That was 8 of Cups. 9 of Cups. This is a very positive sign of success. Your wishes are being granted. Your lucky stars have been aligned and things are finally falling into place. It's time to enjoy yourself. Like I said, period of celebration, fun. They said beer. They said beer battered. Beer and beer battered. Yeah. It's time to enjoy yourself. It's time to choose you. Never mind the shouldas and the wouldas of the couldas and the has-beens. They show me 519 is significant, 514 and 519. Yeah, motherfuckers who don't want to be mature is getting laid to rest. And that's a message of concern. Well, happiness is a choice. And we choose to be happy. They said Leo is significant. What's Cancer in Leo? It says, CL, what you gonna do? I know that's right. I hope this helps somebody. This was a wonderful reading for you, Scorpio. You guys be well. See you next video.